Hey there, Recovery fam! Welcome back to Scott's Thoughts, where you never have to feel alone. If you're new to the community, don't forget to hit that big red support button down there and ring that bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos or streams. So today I'm bringing you another reading from the Just for Today book. It's a daily reading that helps you think about something during your day, meditate on, and work towards throughout your day. Today's reading is for February 9th. And it's called, the reading for today is called Self-Acceptance. And there's always a little reading before the reading, and the little reading for today is, when we accept ourselves, we can accept others into our lives, unconditionally, probably for the first time. And that's from the IP number 19, Self-Acceptance. And the reading for today is, from our earliest memories, many of us felt like we never belonged. No matter how big the gathering, we always felt apart from the crowd. We had a hard time fitting in. Deep down, we believed that if we let others get to know us, they would reject us. Perhaps our addiction began to germinate in this climate of self-centeredness. Many of us hid the pain of our alienation with an attitude of defiance. In effect, we told the world, "You don't need me." Well, I don't need you either. I've got my drugs and I can take care of myself. The further our addiction progressed, the higher the walls we built around ourselves. Those walls began to fall when we start finding acceptance from other recovering addicts. With the acceptance from others, we begin to learn the important principle of self-acceptance. And when we start to accept ourselves, we can allow others to take part in our lives without fear of rejection. And there's always a just for today, and it says, just for today, I am accepted in NA. Today, it's safe to start letting others into my life. And I can really identify with this reading. Before I came into recovery, I always felt apart from. And I could be in a situation where I'm around hundreds of people, or no, I'm sitting in a bar or we're at my dealer's place, and I always just felt so locked up in my own brain and just always so alone and apart from all the time. You know, I thought I was doing my best to be a part of, but I really did not. I didn't want people to really know me because of the fear of rejection, and that's why I would wear all those masks all the time, and I was the chameleon. I could fit in anywhere, right? So, and I always did my best to be the people pleaser, to be there for everyone else. But then I was the one who got left behind, and I think that was also be a big part of the fact that I never really knew how to be my own individual, because I never thought that just being me was good enough, and I was so afraid of rejection, you know. So when I did come into recovery and people started to accept me for my own individual, for just me, that was kind of odd, because I'm not used to being accepted just for myself. You know, and the more and more people encouraged me and accepted me and had loved me, one day at a time, just for today, I started to accept myself. I started to love myself. I started to accept myself as my own individual. You know, and it was a good feeling to know that I didn't have to be anyone else. I could be me. I didn't have to wear those masks. And they talked about putting up all those walls all the time. And that was me. I didn't want anyone in. I didn't want to let anyone inside, because I had experienced rejection before. I had experienced that feeling of being ostracized and stuff like that, and not accepted for being myself in the past. So when people started to accept me in recovery, it was a different kind of feeling. I started to realize that I didn't have to be that people pleaser. I didn't have to be anyone else but me, you know. And I started to feel a part of. I started to feel a part of something bigger than myself, and that was a good feeling as well, because I knew I didn't have to just fit in, you know. I could just be me, and me was good enough. You know, we talk about alienating ourselves from society and stuff like that, and it was like it talked about, yeah, I have my alcohol, I have my drugs, and you know, I don't need you. You know, and you don't need me. So you know, I just didn't care. I really didn't care. I didn't even want to be here anymore. You know, I didn't care if I even existed anymore. But today I'm not that person. I know I fit. I know I fit in. I know I can be a part of. I know what it feels like to be a part of something bigger than myself. And I know how to let people in today. I know it's okay to be vulnerable, to let people in my life, to let people get close to me and stuff like that. You know, I also learn in recovery and in life in general that who I ought let in my life and who I ought not let in my life, and I have that choice as well. You know, so I think a lot of it all has to do with boundaries, and I had no boundaries before I came into recovery. You know, if I wanted something, I would take it. You know, but when it comes to recovery today and living in daily living for me today, I know how important boundaries are, and who I ought to have in my life and who I ought not have in my life, and that's all about choice. You know, I can choose to have myself in an environment, in a toxic environment, or I can choose to keep myself in the best of my ability in a positive environment, and stuff like that too. Sometimes I still struggle with feeling a part of, you know, when it comes to a family unit or getting out there and still kind of being anxious when I'm out there and socializing with friends and stuff like that. I still sometimes I can feel apart from, but you know, people make me feel welcome. People make me feel accepted and loved for just me, you know, and I'm super appreciative of that. So if you are new to the community, hit that big red support button down there and that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos or streams. And I hope you really enjoyed the reading today and what I needed to share today with you guys. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.